So here's what's happening right now. If you look at the YouTube searches,
Yeah.
Google searches, web searches across the internet, learning real estate investing and all the videos, content about real estate investing significantly down.
Is that true, Nick? Is that true?
So we looked at Chris Crone, we looked at Bigger
Yeah.
Pockets, we looked at some
Well, our
of these-
channel kind of faced them.
Yeah, Phil
dip.
Pustiavsky. We looked at all these big figures in YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to our fellow YouTube channels out there. And you look at their view counts, and it's
Mhm.
significantly low.
Like
Chris-
how significant are we talking?
I mean, Chris's videos were coming around 4,000, 5,000 views. Some were like 2,000 views. And
Mhm.
Chris has 600,000 subscribers.
Yeah. What about our buddy Brandon?
Bigger Pockets were seeing anywhere between 4,000, 10,000. If they were lucky, they were getting 22,000 views.
Yeah.
So that instigated this belief that is real estate investing dead because everyone's like, oh, Bitcoin craze.
For
right
sure.
now.
Crypto
Right.
craze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last 10 years, right, from 2010 to 2020, real estate investing was sexy, man. I mean, wholesaling.
Well, yeah, Grant
Um,
Cardone was on the rise.
Yeah,
right?
so it was hot. I mean, you look at all the videos back in the day. Yeah, you were looking at six-figure view counts, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 views. You look at stuff that's going on now. Oh man, 2,000, 3,000.
Well, here I want to address this. This is
yeah.
really important. So it's not that real estate investing is necessarily dead.
Right.
There's actually more capital going towards real estate deals now than
Sure.
ever. But it's just that it's not hitting the mainstream media. Like it's
Sure.
not mainstream. Like it's not sexy to the masses.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of money in real estate.
So you think there are now fewer players that are probably more serious that probably is captivating more the market than
Yeah. Well, there's
smaller
more
people.
there's more players, but more serious players.
yeah,
Beforehand, you had a lot of people learning, speculating,
Right.
right? A lot of people learning, a lot of people speculating. And let's think about what's popular.
Mhm.
What's popular typically is when, think about this. Think about 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
All these wholesalers were saying, oh, we made $75,000 this month. We
Mhm.
made $155,000.
and it was possible. It was easy back in the day.
It was easy back then,
Super-
right?
Super easy.
Guess who's saying, I made $75,000 this month. Guess who's saying that now?
Bitcoiners.
The Bitcoiners, the
Yeah.
Dogecoiners, right?
Yeah,
The XRP, and rightfully so. I have a very interesting theory about cryptocurrency. You guys want to hear my
Yeah,
theory?
and I have my own thought about.
do?
I have my own thought about. But I think hitting your point first
Yeah.
makes
Okay.
more sense.
So I have a very interesting theory
Sure.
about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency didn't increase in value.
okay.
It inflated.
All right.
That's my point.
So what are you suggesting? You think there's a crypto bubble? Is that
No.
what you're suggesting?
Oh,
or-
actually, maybe. Right? I don't know. I'm not that smart enough, right? But what I'm saying is based on what we've seen so far, that
Okay.
crypto actually it didn't increase in price because you look at supply and demand. More
Mhm.
people are wanting to jump into the whole crypto train, and people want to make
Right.
quick money. That's the point that I'm trying to
Mhm.
make. But ultimately, it inflated because, well, guess what? Supply and demand means nothing without purchasing power. A lot of people forget that.
You
It
think-
doesn't matter how many
Yeah.
people want to buy houses.
You think the stimulus checks played a role in
100%.
that? Yeah.
It's like, remember what George Gammon said, right? We interviewed George this week, right, Nick?
right. the
We're,
past
you and-
week, yeah.
we're all big fans of George,
Yeah.
right? And George says something that was really interesting. He says, a lot of people think that over a course of 30 years, real estate appreciates. It doesn't. It inflates.
Mm,
That's what happens.
yeah.
Because if you look at income compared to the actual housing prices, it inflates. And if you look at all the money that no one's buying 10-year treasuries anymore,
Mhm.
that's what a lot of people are talking about. The people that used to buy into 10-year treasuries for investments for bonds are now pursuing real estate.
Mhm.
And a lot of the masses that have little purchasing power, like the stimulanites, right? I
Yes.
call them
Stimuli.
the stimulanites.
Yeah.
It's a hard word to say. Stimulanites are now
Yeah.
going after cryptocurrency because what is sexy? These people are saying, oh, I made $75,000 this month.
Yeah.
I made $150,000 this month. We have Bitcoin millionaires.
Oh, I know.
What's your point? I want to hear your point.
Yeah. And so the sad thing is, I think part of it. So I have two schools of thoughts, right? Either we're gonna see a short-term inflation. There's gonna be a bubble pop. Boom, done, right? But I think I'm not saying that crypto is gonna go away. I think crypto will stick around.
Yeah.
Have an application, but just like anything, like real estate, you look at 2003 to 2008, people were crazy about real estate.
Absolutely
I mean,
nuts.
same. So you look at this. You look at what happened in 2003 to 2008, and you look at what's happening to crypto right now. It's almost like it's really parallel.
Right, Dogecoin to the moon.
Yeah, it's so parallel. And so I think what's gonna happen is there's gonna be something that's major
Mhm.
that's gonna happen that's gonna hurt a lot of crypto people. I don't know if this is even a thing, but if people are borrowing money to get crypto,
Yeah.
even more
Oh,
dangerous.
Man, that's dangerous.
That's super
'Cause
dangerous.
it's not a cash flowing asset.
No,
Well,
no,
let me
no.
ask you guys this: is cryptocurrency an asset or is it a liability? because here's the thing,
Well, it's supposed to be a currency.
it's supposed to be a currency,
It's supposed to
isn't
be an
it?
exchange of value,
sure.
right? So
But it can't be. It's not a currency right now technically because
Yeah.
it's not universally accepted.
yeah. So my point is I think in the next 3 to 5 years, crypto is going to have its day
Mhm.
where it's going to be it's going to be blood everywhere.
What do you,
There's
Nick?
gonna
Do
be
you
a
think
lot of
that's
blood
true?
everywhere.
Do you think that's true,
Right?
Nick?
And Nick's like,
Dogecoin
no!
he's like, no, to the moon.
Yeah. If forever invincible. No, but I think what's going to happen
Yeah.
is in 5 years, it's going to catch up to where there's going to be a bubble burst.
Mhm.
Lot of noobs. And I
You
say
say
that
noobs?
word, yeah, noobs. A lot of amateur investors are going to lose their pants.
Oh yes, yeah.
No, but here's what's going to happen. After that, the ones that were smart, the ones that were educated, the ones that knew the tidal storm that was
Yeah.
coming, I think they're going to survive. And I think you look at 30 years, 50 years, or even 100 years from now, I think crypto is going to be a thing. It's going to be
For
a
sure.
very viable investment vehicle. There's going to be a lot of money in there. I think there's going to be more applications to just cryptocurrency. I think blockchain itself will have way more applications to anything else. So I think what's going to happen, what I fear for the people is that this is going to be just a stop in their shiny object syndrome world.
Yeah.
That they're going to go to crypto and then this bubble burst happens.
Yeah. Here's
and
what
then-
I
and
actually
they're
think
gonna
you're
find.
right. I actually think you're right.
They're gonna find.
Yeah.
Oh man, crypto is terrible, and there's gonna be a whole news
You know what's gonna
about
happen?
crypto being terrible.
You know what's gonna happen? I
Yeah.
think you're right. In 3 to 5 years, I think some type of bubble is gonna pop.
Yeah.
Right. If you look at historically, do you guys know what the first bubble in America was?
No, but
Or what asset? It
but
was
I think
in,
it was a currency, right?
no,
It was-
it wasn't a currency. It was in 1797.
oh,
And it was an
I
asset.
think it's either soap,
No,
something stupid.
it was land. So that was
Okay.
the first
I
bubble
thought
that
it was
happened in the
something
United
stupid.
States, right? And then you
Yeah,
keep and asset bubbles happen with different things.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
happened
yeah.
with land. It happened with freaking tulips, right? It happened with flowers.
Yeah.
But I actually do think here's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, I had like a speech impediment for like a second there. But I think what's gonna happen is I think you're right. In 3 to 5
Yeah.
years, some type of bubble is gonna pop.
Yeah.
People are gonna lose interest.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of human psychology and behavioral investing that I see right now in these crypto is the same thing that people saw in 2004, 2005 with houses,
Yeah.
right? But here's what I think is going to happen. I think something's going to pop. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a revolution with turning into one global economy.
Mm.
And I think once we adopt a single global economy, there will be one cryptocurrency who will rise above the rest.
literally-
I know that one.
And it's
like-
it's
like Lord of the Rings, right? It's the Lord of
one
Lord of the
ring to
cryptocurrency.
rule them all.
Yeah, the one ring, that one cryptocurrency to rule them all.
But you look at
Yeah.
look at the political patterns.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening with the WEF.
yeah,
Look at what's happening with currencies in general.
yeah,
You know, Nick, you and I talked about it this month, right? Or
Yeah.
this morning, how China is looking to. They said they came out and says they won't weaken the dollar.
yeah. They
but-
want more options in the market.
but they want more options in the
Exactly.
market, and
So-
that's what they do.
Yeah, so what I fear is that, and this is more of a personal micro level,
Yeah.
not even looking at the economic, the macro, but my philosophy is if you want to build real wealth, right,
For
you
sure.
can't be doing shiny object syndrome.
Yeah.
But there is something to be said about focusing on one thing and then bringing in partners that might be, so like for us, I have no interest in becoming the expert in crypto.
For sure.
I'll learn about it. I'm open to learning about it and reading about it, but I don't know if I ever want to be the crypto expert. I don't think that's where my wheelhouse is. But what I am interested in is finding someone who is a crypto expert and learning as much as I can.
What
from
I
that
what
guy
I
or
hope
gal.
crypto doesn't become. I hope it doesn't become like Vine, right? That's what I hope it doesn't become.
Yeah.
And if you're a crypto trader right now, like, dude, I think you're awesome. Like,
So
if
what
you're-
do you mean by Vine? Like why?
Here's what I mean.
Okay.
So there's platforms or social media platforms that will
Alright.
always stick around. I say real estate is a lot like Google,
Okay.
right? Real estate's like Google. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Oh, for sure. It's
You know what I mean?
tested.
It's impossible, right? Like, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Crypto right now, the way I see it, it's a lot like TikTok, right?
Mhm.
Where it's like you don't know if it's here to stay, but it reminds you a lot of Vine.
Yeah.
And a lot of same thing, the way that crypto's it's a lot like this tulip thing that happened in Holland,
Yeah.
right? Back in 18, I forgot the year, but
yeah,
anyways,
it had something to do with the Dutch,
was-
East
yeah.
Dutch India company, right?
something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. So forgive me, but that's what a lot of people are speculating that's
Mhm.
what it's like TikTok or Vine, right?
Yeah.
If I were you, I would if I told a crypto trader I had a conversation with him, I said, listen, man, it's great. Keep investing in crypto. Like, I don't know if you got lucky. I don't know if you're smart. I don't
Yeah.
know. But put some of that money in
Into-
tangible
right, in
assets.
tested assets.
Tested assets, whether I don't care if it's bonds, preferably real estate, right?
Right.
Because real estate does inflate and does appreciate, as George says.
Yeah.
You know, people are always going to need housing. You can't build more land, right? Which I was
Yeah.
thinking about that the other day. It's like, well, they talk about the market cap with crypto, with Bitcoin, all this stuff. Dude,
Talk about the market cap of
for
real estate.
for real estate,
Yeah.
right? For land, you
There's
know,
a
like
definite cap.
there's a
Unless
definite cap.
you're like Japan or Korea, they just dig dirt from
Exactly.
the ocean and keep making land, right? That's
Right.
how it works. But that man, that's what I think. In 3 to 5 years, there's going to be this tsunami of it's going to wipe out a lot of these fakers out there. The real experts are going to stick around, and I think they're going to lead this charge of making crypto a tested asset.
Mhm.
Only then I think you're going to see somewhat of I wouldn't say safe investment. I think everything can be safe as long
be
as you're
stable.
expert. Yeah, I think it would definitely be stable. So that being said, my message to everyone watching this is that if you're serious about crypto, if you're committed to becoming a crypto guy or gal for the next 20, 30 years, stick around, learn as much as you can. But tidal
Yeah.
wave is coming.
For sure.
You got to be willing to take that.
Here's
wave.
what I would tell them is that
Yeah.
there's too many real estate people.
Mhm.
Here's what I think. Here's my difference between a good investor and a
Sure.
great investor,
Yeah.
right? So guys like George Gammon, like guys that we interview or we know,
Yeah.
they're great investors, right? We
Mhm.
do know people who are good investors. Here's what good investors do. Good investors see one asset
Yeah.
and they do that well. So
Yeah.
they invest in real estate, great. They know that well.
Right.
Like me, Kevin, I consider me a good investor. Great investor, a guy like
Mhm.
George Gammon, understands and studies and invests in each asset through the lens first of macroeconomics.
Yeah.
They study macro first and they know how money flows. They study the flow of capital. So if you're a crypto trader or you're whatever, you invest in crypto, more power to you, right?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we all invest in crypto, right? I think we all own some aspects of cryptocurrency and we
Yeah,
love it.
baby.
Yeah, that's right. So Nick's excited. He's been waiting to do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
video for a long time, right? But here's what I think. Study macroeconomics, study the flow of capital, and that for me is the common denominator.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I 100% agree. So right now, back to our original point, everything that like real estate videos on YouTube or
It's downhill.
Google, it's
Yeah.
just down. Like no one's watching. Pretty much all that just like flocked over to Bitcoin. I
It
mean, you
did.
look at what Graham Stephan's doing, what me Kevin's doing, what
Andre,
everybody's
everyone,
doing.
yeah.
Everybody is talking about Dogecoin, Bitcoin, XRP. It's just, which is good and bad. So I think my prediction is 3 to 5 years, it'll do well, and then gone.
Yeah,
Someone has to be Michael Burry and
Burry.
can come out with a swap on these
for sure.
on these crypto. But
Yeah. Well, he's
um,
saying they're doing well because of inflation, hyperinflation.
yeah. So that being said, that's kind of our thoughts
All
on
right.
is real estate investing dead? I don't think so. I think real estate investing is just not boring, but it because of what
It's
the
just
media
not
is-
mainstream
yeah.
anymore. There you
So
go.
is there money to be made in real estate investing? Absolutely.
100%.
Crypto, yes, but I think it will be tested, and that when that test comes, I think a lot of people are not going to be prepared.
There's gonna be even more hyperinflation, I think, coming this year and next year. It'll be really interesting how that plays out.